This is chaoticradio.com.
You're listening to Power Jams Talk Derby Radio. Go!
Hello, everybody. You are listening to Power Jams Talk Derby Radio on Chaotic Radio. I would like to remind everybody that our show is powered by Empire Skates. You can visit them in the store at 226 North 2nd Street in Upland, California, 91786, or shop their website at empireskateshop.com. Don't forget to use the discount code PowerJams10 to receive your 10% discount. Or if you just have a question, Amy would love to talk to you. Give her a call at 909-294-6396. A huge thank you to Amy and Tom. Without them, we would not be able to make this show possible. A real quick reminder, don't forget to send in your gently loved Derby shirts into Trixie over at Beat City Bombers for Haley's Derby blanket. All of the details are up at the Power Jams Facebook page. Send those out no later than this Monday. They're getting ready to make that blanket. They want to make sure that Haley has it by August. Also, for any local bouts or scrimmages, don't forget to check out the Empire Skates website for any local scrimmages or games that will be happening. So I have some ladies in the studio tonight. Let's start off by introducing
Lunatic.
I'm Time Bomb.
I'm Littlefoot. I'm Jack Damsel.
And you guys are with what team?
LA Renegades.
LA Renegades. So that name, sometimes when people hear Renegade, they think no rules. So it's a little deceiving because you guys have kind of morphed into a different derby animal lately, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Different kind of beast.
So make sure when you're talking, you got to make sure that you're
closer.
up on the mic. And also, I would like to introduce real quick is Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, how's it going over there?
It's going. How was your week so far?
It's been good. You know, we did 78 RPM earlier today. The day before that, we did a special show with Dutchie, and then we did a teaser. We're going to start a new show here at Chaotic called Checkered Flag, which I will be engineering and hosting. So
look at you doing double duty. Engineering, hosting, being the star, all that stuff.
That one's really intense, and it doesn't go over smoothly. I really need an engineer for that shit.
Well, maybe we'll switch spots.
Yes.
Probably not. With as much as I mess up.
I can teach you. It's not a big deal.
Well, thank you for engineering the show tonight. I know, I have a lot of fun with you, and she's now become my engineer wife. So
I dropped the news on Dutchie today.
It was self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
Where's my ring?
We got to get those.
Got to get the ring. So I do want to say, I need to give everybody a huge thank you. Everyone that has liked the Power Jams page. Because of you, we've hit 500 followers on Facebook. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay. So I got a little excited about that. I'm like, 500 people know who I am.
Yay.
That's a little bit of pressure.
Oh my God, I have friends. Yay.
I have friends, Facebook friends. So if you have been keeping up with the Power Jams page, you might have seen that there was a giveaway announced to celebrate this small milestone. We are giving away a $40 gift certificate to Empire Skates. I asked everyone to take a minute and think about a Derby brother or sister that could use a little help. I asked you to nominate someone that you think is deserving in this giveaway. Because I am kind of the pansy that I am, I'm not willing to be like the bad guy to say like, oh, I chose one person. So we're going to have... Introduce yourself again.
Lunatic.
We're going to have Lunatic pick a name. So everybody went through and they used all the hashtags and all that to make sure that whoever they nominated got put in here. So I'm going to use my East Valley Roller Derby hat, which you can find at eastvalleyrollerderby.com. It's $20 if anybody's wants one.
You dropped one.
Oh, Yep, don't pick that one, right?
Already messing it up. Damn it.
No, nobody said I was good at this job.
Give it to Lunatic.
You don't have to be good. You just have to have enthusiasm.
I have enthusiasm.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah,
or-
you can read it.
This is Caro Lightning from
Carol Lightning.
Dirt City.
Yay, she was just in here a couple of weeks ago for the Derby show. So Carol Lightning, you could find her story up on the Power Jams page. Carol Lightning, we will be getting a hold of you for a $40 gift certificate. That's awesome. I love her. Her and her Derby wife were in here, and she was super sweet. And I had to play against her. I skated with guest skated with Hard, and we had to play against Dirt City. And that chick, man, Carol Lightning is annoying in the pack. She's the one that just like goes around and like starts messing up your little like pods that you have, and you're like, can you leave me alone? I'm trying to do something right now. She's like, no. So yay, we love Carol Lightning. She's awesome. So I will be getting a hold of you eventually. So so let's go back. Tell the listeners a little bit about the Los Angeles Renegade Roller Girls, right? LARRG.
That's correct. So Renegade is actually a no rules, but we have guidelines. So there is a method to our madness. I know, Jess, you want to explain a little bit?
So pretty much Renegade, you can do whatever you want. There's really no rules, but coach holds us to a higher standard.
And who's your coach over there?
Happa.
Right. And he is skating tonight, actually,
Tonight
right?
He's skating for Drive-By City.
Right.
Go drive by.
So
Bang, bang.
and hopefully we can see that video and see some hot guys from
Australia.
That's the reason why you guys wanted to go tonight. You're like, whatever, drive by. We want to see the
We
Australia
always
boys.
see Drive-By. We want to see the new team.
Right.
So pretty much Coach Happa holds us to a higher standing than he does to any other Renegade team. He knows that other Renegade teams are going to do whatever it takes to beat us.
Right.
And with him, he wants the crowd to love us for the good, the bad, and the dirty.
Right.
And wants just the other team to be the other team to do the dirty and just see us like prevail against it.
Now, when you say dirty, what do you mean exactly by dirty?
Renegade, you have slide tackling, you have
There's pull downs, you can pull down by the neck, like
brawls break out. We have these things called brawl busters. So we don't have refs, but we have these people that break up brawls if they should exist or happen.
Do fights happen?
yeah.
I mean,
it depends on the team, and
Okay.
like sometimes you get
Are they real fights, or they're kind of like, let's get the crowd riled up kind of fights?
They're never like that. I don't think. Like some people like to like fuck around on purpose and like kind of build it up a little bit, I guess you could say. But sometimes you do generally get some hot heads on the track, and because we don't have refs to kind of call us out on our shit, so to speak. Sometimes things get a little heated. So
That would probably be me.
yeah,
I would probably be like,
brawl out.
there's no rules.
yeah, we hear a lot of
Damsel's
stuff.
over here rolling her eyes. She already knows. So so I need to give the listeners a little bit of some background. I used to skate with Damsel over at Prison City, so she knows my hothead. She knows.
Well, I think that I never realized how like fucking intense you were until I played against you. Like we've played in games before, and Drunky always used to get kicked out of games like all the time.
And not kicked out. I fouled out. I never got ejected. I got fouled out. So I got 7 penalties. So for the people listening to WFTDA rules, they know the difference. There's a foul out and there's an ejection, and I like to specify on that. I break the rules, but for good reason.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's kind of different when you have a hot hit on your team, because it's like, oh, she's on my team, cool. But then you're skating with her, and I know the last game, like I could hear her like talking shit behind me, and I was like, who the fuck is that? And I looked and I was like, Drunky, what?
Talking shit. Or just being very passionate about the game.
Very passionate about talking shit. And, I think for the way that I skate, I'm a pretty, calm person on the track. And just, it was after, I was like, dang, okay, I get it now. Like, I get, all the penalties from before, but it was just, it was cool. Like it's cool to be able to skate with people and then skate against them and be like, oh, I see it.
To see the difference.
The difference and I mean, it's nice to play with people that are just as passionate as you are, but express it in different ways.
Well, I mean, I do know that I am the type of skater and I've told people I'm a horrible loser. I'm a great winner. I am so gracious and loving and like I'll hug. I'm a horrible loser. I hate losing.
Yeah, you are.
But and I think that goes to say in the sense of it's how much I love the game. It's how passionate I am about the game. Like, and my girls, I know my girls, I had to do my apology tour in 2017 and be like, you know, hey, I probably didn't have the best attitude, but it's because of how passionate I am about the game. And I know that there's other skaters that I'm not the only one. That's
No,
you're not alone.
No. I mean, I think that's one of the things that I've learned from skating with Renegade LARG is that my girls or our girls or our sisters are so passionate and so freaking like determined, and you can't help but be
and your
that way.
coaches too. And I think that's something that says about a coach. In the sense of they're the ones that set the precedence as far as the way that the team conducts themselves or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
They will make sure that if you're passionate about the game and you're passionate about the team, you would hope that would resonate throughout the team.
Yeah, you can't skate on our team and not be passionate.
That's
like
true.
It's funny because Coach always says, "Well, are you here for the fishnets? Are you here to play the game?" And I think it's cool because, you know, I've become a better skater where I can still wear my fishnets, but I'm still
You guys had
an
a
athlete.
hashtag about that. Something about the fishnets. I follow all your guys' hashtags. Like who does all the hashtags?
Time bomb.
I'm trying to think.
It was something about we're here for the game and the fishnets or something
yeah.
like that.
Something
And
like
I was like,
Lolly, Destructo Dolly actually posted that one, and it was just like, we are the team that are in it for the fish.
Right.
Just a little smidge.
Yeah.
We love it, but we're really there for Derby.
Well, and so a couple of weeks ago we had the originator of the Derby Wife on during our Derby Wife show, and it was the fishnet thing was brought up. It was like when Derby first started, somebody came up with the bright idea to skate on Masonite with fishnets on. And I know I've done it once, and I never wore fishnets again after that. Get the rink rash where it looks like fish scale.
Yeah.
And when I saw you guys all roll up with fishnets, I'm like, the hell?
Like
Why?
99% of our girls
Yes.
wear fish.
Yeah,
nets.
and
Love
the
it.
like booty
Yes,
shorts.
yes.
Like
We
if
are
you
very
99% of our
proud.
girls
I
wear
love it.
booty shorts.
I
Yeah.
love
We're
it.
very proud of our booties.
and here's the thing: there's a difference in between booty and booty shorts.
Yeah.
Like I wear booty shorts where like maybe they're tucked under right under my butt cheeks. You guys have full display
Yes.
ass cheeks hanging out.
I'm pushing 40 and I have a nice ass. I am very, very fucking proud
She
of
does.
it. I'm like,
I know, but
you know, and I don't give a shit. Like, there's girls younger than me. I'm like, girl, you need to do some derby in your life because that booty is not good. Like, I will flaunt it as much as I can, you know?
well, and I think that's cool. It's almost maybe it's an unattended trademark that Renegade that the LA Renegade has is those. It's like it's almost like a Baywatch cut in the back. It's like half your ass cheek is hanging out, and I'm like, well, that's the target zone right on display. I'm all like booty. So and who decided that was the fishnet and like booty shorts was like the go-to?
I mean, I think
Was it a team decision,
honestly,
or-
I mean,
No.
roller derby and fishnets have gone back way
Right,
well
yeah.
before Renegade.
Well,
started,
they're starting
but-
to phase out, and I'm seeing that
keeping it
you guys,
alive.
yeah, you
as
guys,
much as possible.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's the thing that I love more than going on a track and getting totally misjudged because they see us as you know, beautiful ladies on the track with our butts hanging out or whatever, and then we like sit there and we hang, we bang, we hit, and then they're just like, whoa. So there's nothing better.
Right.
I love that feeling.
And I mean, I'm not the one to wear shorts like that. I'm just not trying to.
Littlefoot doesn't either.
I don't. I wear.
Oh, talk on the side. There you go.
I don't wear the booty shorts. I either wear capris or I'll wear like shorts.
Well,
that
and
are
there's
thigh
nothing
high.
wrong with that. And I know that there was a kind of a movement going around in the sense of like we're athletes. Like when Derby first started, because I started playing in 08, so it was very much the tutus and the booty shorts and the fishnets and the big sock or the high socks and all that stuff. And I noticed that there was kind of this movement going on to kind of streamline the uniform in more of like a capri or a booty short. And then, you know, the lasered jerseys, and it's not as DIY as it used to be.
Yeah.
And I personally like it a little more so than that, because I feel that people who don't know Derby right away maybe take us a little more seriously than it just being kind of a sideshow. Because, you know, Derby originally was the WWE. Now it's more of the UFC or MMA fighting. You know, it's like, this is real stuff. And, but yeah, all power to you guys. Like, do the booty shorts and because you guys whoop ass when you're doing it. Like,
yeah, I think it's like, as much as we train and as hard as we work and, you know, the shit that we go through, like, it's almost like our reward, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
like she was saying, you know, you go out there and people look at you and they're like, oh, these girls aren't about
Right.
shit. They're just there. They look cute, whatever. And then we go on the track and we handle. So it's just like,
do you feel that it's kind of like a sleeper thing? Like people, maybe if they haven't like done their research on you, it's kind of like a sleeper.
For
They're
sure.
like,
Definitely.
For
Okay.
sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't sleep on you guys. I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing. I'm like, man, fuck these bitches. I knew what was going on. But I mean, so, and I want to talk about the fact that, so you guys said that you've been playing WFTA rule set, WFTDA rule set for 2 years,
Well,
3 years.
So we started practicing or trying to read and learn the rules maybe like 2015
2.5
August.
seasons ago,
Yeah, 2.5
pretty much.
seasons ago. But we never scheduled our first game. I mean, our first game was like halfway through 2016, right? It was like June or April or something
And
like
we
that.
only had 2 games in 2016.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
WFTA style.
Right. So we only had 2 WFTA style bouts in 2016. So this year is like our first, I think, official bouting
Yeah.
season, right?
Okay.
Definitely.
And we've been around as Renegades since 2011-12 timeframe. So some of us on the team have been skating since then. Some of us haven't. I mean, I joined in 2014, so I've been skating a couple years before learning WFTA rules,
Right.
but it's a completely different beast. So
Yeah.
we were very green when it came to 2016. Like that was a tough OCRD
Yes, it
bout.
was.
Our first game was
Well,
tough.
I had gone to one of the IEDD monthly scrimmages, and I think maybe they were Orange County Renegade girls. They had gotten on the track and they kept doing the like trying to skate on the outside and jump right back in.
Yeah.
Like we, you know, as WFTDA rule set, we were very confused. Like, the fuck are you doing? Get back on the track behind me, you know? And it was taking her a minute to kind of, and so is this something that we're seeing that the Renegade teams are kind of going to, because there's not very many Renegade teams around, right?
No, there's only 9 teams in all of the U.S. and
That are Renegade?
that are Renegade and just that are registered under the Renegade Roller Girls logo or trademark,
Yeah.
if you will. And Destructo Dolly is kind of the mother of all of that, and so all of those teams that register have to go through her. So there are 9, and most of them are on the West Coast. There's one on the East Coast.
In New York?
In New York,
Yeah.
Nickel City, Buffalo. So I mean, I feel like LA Renegades, like it was this interesting thought that our coach had to try to like challenge us. You know, we've been winning like every single game, every single season, and he wanted to challenge us a bit more. So we decided to learn WFTA on a whim, and we thought it was crazy and just this crazy thing. And I think our success and ability to actually learn the rules, I think, has inspired other Renegade skaters to possibly
Right.
dabble in it.
Well,
There's
yeah,
more
I
teams.
had,
There's more teams.
The team in Tucson contacted me and
Renegade
said that
Roller
they,
Girls of Tucson.
yeah, they wanted to play WFTA rule set against my team, and I'm like, okay, I guess. Like,
There is a Tucson WFTA team out there.
Yeah, there is also a WFTA.
So it might have.
but it was the girls that had played you guys
Oh, okay.
the same doubleheader. They had came up to me and
okay.
they said that they wanted to play against me. I'm
Well,
like,
they have a couple WFTA players that do sub in for them, so they might be learning the rules too now.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, and so that's my next question. Going from, so Damsel, you went from WFTA to Renegade, so you had a little bit of a step up as far as being able to.
But I had the fucking hardest time. I mean, I still do. It's hard when you're training. You're trained to learn the WFTA
Right.
rules, you know, and you're used to staying in bounds and you're used to recycling and things like that. When I remember I think it was like my first or second practice that we actually did like a scrimmage, and coach was
With
like,
Renegade rules?
yeah, and coach was like, okay, we're gonna scrimmage, and I was like, okay. So what do I do? And he's just like, whatever you want. And I was like, just fucking lost. And it was frustrating my whole season because I just couldn't get it. It wasn't clicking.
It has to be frustrating to have such a strict set of rules.
Yeah.
to then all of a sudden be like, okay, so everything you just learned for the past 4 years, throw it away.
Yeah. And I mean, when I joined LERG, I was coming off of a injury. I think I was off for like 4 months. So on top of learning Renegade, I was still milking this, or trying to fix this injury. And I was just frustrated many times where I'm just like, I'm over this. And then, I went from a team where I was one of the younger ladies to a team where I was like older, and a lot of girls on the team were old enough to be my daughter and stuff. So I'm not only am I trying to learn, but then I have these like cute little no, you guys are women, but like athletic and super amazing athletes, and I'm trying to compete, and I'm just like, fuck, do I really want to do this shit anymore? Like many times. But I think that's what makes our team so strong, is that nobody really feels sorry for each other. It's more like, let's go, step up, bitch. Like, you're gonna do this. This is what you want, and let's go.
I'm gonna do it with you.
And that's like, you want to stay in it, and you want to. Okay, what? Somebody sees it in me, like Coach. There's many times that we'd have conversations, and he likes to talk shit to me and Littlefoot, and
What up, Papa?
Yeah. What up, Coach? I miss you.
You learn to love it. If he doesn't talk shit to you, you're like, there's something wrong.
Yeah,
with
what
me.
did I do?
What did I do?
That's how I am.
It's
And I tell my
fear.
girls that, like, I joke and I make jokes and whatever, and I'll be like, if I don't joke with you, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, if
for
I
sure.
don't talk shit to you in like a loving, friendly way,
Yeah.
I probably don't like you.
Yeah, just stay away. Yeah, so I mean,
Don't bother.
him too. He was like, from the joking aside, he would pull me aside every once in a while and be like, "Hey, you're good to get out of your head, because a lot of it is in your head.
Well, and
Derby
how
is
much?
that way.
So for the person who has only played WFTA, I've seen a Renegade game. I'm like, okay, so how hard is that? There's no fucking rules. So I'm
It
just
is hard.
It's a different type of challenge, I think. I mean, because like the point is the same, right? You have jammers, and you have blockers, and the jammers are trying to make points, and the blockers are trying to block and help to OND. But I mean, the jammers, it's a 3-point pass or a 0. So you pass all 4 blockers, or you get
so it's either all or
it's
nothing.
all or none.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's no
okay.
hips or whatever.
Right.
But you have to have at least 1 foot in bounds when you pass all 4.
Okay.
So that's why you kind of get the people that are kind of skating on the lines, right?
Right.
Because you can literally straddle the line as long as I pass all 4, inbounds, I get points.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to keep your head on a swivel, because at any given time you could get back blocked. That's
Right.
legal. You could get hit to the side. You could get
So what's-
clockwise.
so I
all
heard-
It
that's
can even come from the outside.
yeah.
Right. So, and I heard one of my girls, I guess, one of my girls used to play Renegade, and she said something about fanny packing.
Yeah.
And when she said that, I'm like, yeah, I know what that is. I have no fucking clue.
I come behind you and I hold your hips and I pull you down. I literally sit down on the ground and I pull your hips down with you.
Oh, I would punch you in the face.
Yeah.
That's how.
That's usually how you get out of
Blockbusters
it.
is for.
Yeah.
Man, maybe I'll come hang out at a practice.
But like,
But a lot of that stuff, we're not like from our coach's.
He tries to
point
tell
of
us
view,
to be
we're
above
not
that.
really
Yeah.
allowed to do that, and that's another thing too. He was like, when I started.
Is that, and would that be considered a dirty play to
No.
fanny pack?
so it's not allowed. I mean, he doesn't tell us you can't do that. He
Yeah.
just says you shouldn't do that, because that is within the realm of Renegade, and that's kind of like where we're at. That's the raw roller derby Renegade supposed to be.
Right.
But he prefers a cleaner method. But it's not to say you don't see it, and it's not to say it doesn't come out.
Right. I mean, it does. I've seen it. I've seen some of our girls do it, but like I was gonna say is it's go ahead and do whatever you want, but I trained you this way, so don't do certain things,
Right, yeah.
So that was
He's just trying to hold you guys to a higher
yeah,
standard.
exactly.
And then does that, with him holding you to that higher standard of not doing those types of things, do you feel that it helps you more so with the WFTA rule set?
I think
I
so.
think
Oh,
so.
definitely.
Yeah, I think so. We have learned how to incorporate a lot of the WFTA strategies into the Renegade, which has really been good for us, and we've had a lot of success. So, you see it, and we kind of do it naturally. I think, like we did it at one of the games, and he's like, "No more WFTA, get out of WFTA." We're
But
playing Renegade.
on the other side of the token too, though, I think that the Renegade has also helped our WFTA plan.
Well, and I was going to ask
Yeah.
you, do you guys take any of the Renegade strategies within the realm of WFTA rules to the WFTA track?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're hard hitters. We're known as big hitters, and that's very prevalent in Renegade. I know a lot of times in WFTA you don't hit unless you need to hit, but
Right.
we like to hit. So
Yeah. Well, and that was
Every time we need to hit.
that was something when we had the Derby dudes on last week when we were talking MRDA, the elegance of WFTA rule set or the elegance of women playing versus MRDA. You know, and El Toro had said it, either El Toro or Quad. I was drunk. I'm not sure. They were saying that the men have to they take up the whole track, and women, we only take up so much of the track. So we have to be a little bit more elegant when we're playing or whatever. With HAPA playing MRDA as well as you guys playing Renegade rule set and then trying to transfer all of that over to WFTA, do you feel that having that the MRDA coach and the Renegade background, do you feel that gives you guys an upper hand as far as playing the WFTA rule set?
I mean, I would say the Renegade probably gives us an upper hand, but I mean, Hapa started doing MRDA after we learned how to play WFTA. Sorry, that was a lot of acronyms. So we started playing WFTA.
I feel like I have to take a whole bunch of drinks.
Yeah, so many drinks.
I have
chugging.
I have PTSD from last week. Like, take all the drinks.
So I think by getting obsessed with the WFTA rules, I think Steve kind of had started he'd been skating with us on quads during practice, and that kind of opened the opportunity door for him to go into MRDA and to join Drive By. But I think the Renegade does give us an upper hand. I mean, we work well together chaotically sometimes because the Renegade you're kind of spread out. Yeah. So I think even when we're not grouped together in a wall, like we can still do good derby.
Yeah.
It's not as
and I think
effective,
it definitely helped us with communication on the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to talk during a Renegade game and a WFTA is completely different.
Get a little closer up to, no, you're okay. I mean, unless you don't want anybody to hear you.
I think the MRDA has helped us in the sense that, you know, because Coach skates for Drive By, it has opened the door for us to scrimmage with them. And so, you know, the guys are awesome when we go scrimmage with them. Yeah. And, you know, they have helped us a lot in, you know, sometimes you get in the track and you're looking up and you're like, fucking hey, man, this is a big dude. Yeah. But, you know, it also helps.
And I said it last week. I'm like, I don't play with dudes. Like, I'm a pansy.
It also helps, though, because, you know, not being mean or anything, there's a lot of women that are big. They're way bigger, you know? So it takes that fear away, you know, because you just, you know, you look at another woman that's larger than you or whatever, bigger than you, and you're like, oh, I've skated with dudes way bigger than her, stronger than her. And so it gets that fear factor. And it helps the confidence.
At the same, and this was a conversation that we had last week in the sense of like, even the little ones where like, you know, imagine somebody little foot size or whatever, like she just comes through like a beast. And so you're expecting like, oh, you know, this chick that's like 6 foot something, that's the size of a dude. You're like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, she's intimidating. But then you have Littlefoot come through and you're like, ah, crap. That was not expected.
That's why we like to keep it.
Right. You're a sleeper. Yeah, you guys have a team of sleepers. I noticed that. I was just kind of like, what's all these little people over here?
They have a thing called the Midget Squad. And I think that's one of their hashtags if you ever look at any of their videos with, I think,
what is
people. it? Haka will send out 4 really short girls, and he calls them the Midget Squad. My favorite is when he sends the Midget Squad out with Jersey Vicious, who's the giant. Yeah. He'll send the giant and the midgets out and a lion. It's great.
It's very confusing. It's like, strategy. Why are you so little?
What's going on down there?
So so we've already gone through a half hour of just kind of sitting here chatting. Like we're having fun over here. So I want to make sure we will make sure to continue talking about the WFTA versus Renegade. But you guys have a lot of stuff going on within the next couple of months. Yeah, so I want to make sure that we plug all of that stuff that's going on. So first on Tuesday, you guys will be participating in the 4th of July parade for the city of Rosemead.
Yeah. Yes. This will be our 5th year there.
5th year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That starts at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's located on Valley Boulevard and Muscatel Avenue. It will feature cars, characters, floats, horses, and band. Look, I copy and pasted.
It's a fun time.
I came prepared.
It's a fun time. And there's actually a festival at the end of the parade where people can hang out and do the carnival rides, food, and at the end of the night there's fireworks.
Yeah, there's live entertainment, performances. All of that begins at 3 o'clock, and the day will end with a spectacular fireworks show at dusk. I told you, I copy and pasted.
Perfect. Dude, it's your best friend. Use it.
So for more information, please call the Parks and Rec Recreation Department at 626-569-2160. Did you guys bring this information?
I didn't bring that information, but I'm glad you did.
Look, drunky. Hey, I may be drunky, but I'm prepared.
There you go. That's before the drunkenness.
It was, yeah. It was like at like 12 I did it. And then here's the big one that I'm excited for. So next Friday.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Fun
It
nights.
starts at 9:30. So you can listen to Power Jams Talk Derby Radio. And
Then
then
head over.
go over for the Red, White, and Booze on Friday at the Redwood Bar and Grill located at 975 West San Bernardino Road, Covina, California, 91722. So it says that you guys are going to be selling Jello shots for $3.
Yes.
$3
Is this a cash
syringes.
only thing? I saw somewhere it was like visit the ATM first.
There's an ATM
Well, they have an
inside.
ATM inside the bar.
So if you
Right.
forget,
And
you can
there-
get it.
And there's
Right.
a Wells Fargo literally in that parking lot. So if
You're all, but only give me cash.
yeah,
Yes.
only cash
This
for us.
denied.
Yes.
Denied.
Yes.
so many times denied.
Yep.
We'll confiscate your card. No.
You're like, we'll just do stuff on our own. And that is a fundraiser to help you guys get to Oregon, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So here's where we're going to start talking some stuff. So you are selling, well, real quick, let's talk about this. You're going to be selling your infamous Jello shooters, genuineless. I can't. See, now you got me all stupid with words. I don't know. They're going to be giving you a big one. Poured and served up close and personal. I saw the pictures of how up and close and personal you guys
is.
get with those shots.
It is
That
pretty
is
personal.
like, it's almost like
It's only $3
Tijuana
too.
whistle pouring down your throat.
Although they always tell me not to do the whistle, but I'm bringing like extra this
Right.
time.
And
My
you'll
whistle.
get confiscated.
Right?
And then I'm gonna pull another one out of my bra and be like,
I still got one. So served up close and personal by your favorite LA Renegade roller girl. So they're bringing back the Malibu Cherry, the Adios Motherfucker shooters, and you get Jello shot wasted for $3. $3.
A pop. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Each one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For $3.
they're
I'm okay with
strong.
that.
they're good and they're
huge.
strong.
I saw them. It's like those gigantic horse
Syringes.
tranquilizer
Yeah.
size. Like, yeah, that's
One
$3.
of my first times meeting with LA was at their Jello. I wasn't even part of the team yet. I just went.
And we
I
couldn't get rid of you after that.
Dude, no. It
Look,
was
we're kindred spirits. That's how I found Derby too. I was
if
wasted.
you ever ask Kappa what his like how he met me, he'll tell you the story.
You were
It is-
wasted.
Oh, I was hardcore wasted. I don't even
Were you
like-
Jello wasted?
Oh, I was Jello wasted for sure. Those things are sneaky.
Yes,
but
they are.
they're worth
Yes.
$3. They're worth
Very
the
sneaky.
$3.
It
Yeah,
happened to
it's
me.
like the equivalent to 2 shots, basically. Is
Oh yeah.
just
Yeah.
me being the drunk that I am. I could gauge. I'm like, yeah, that's.
She's done her research.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
12
Professional.
cc's over there. I know how much alcohol is in there. So make sure. What is your guys' website?
It's LARenegadeRollerGirls.com.
And then you guys have a Facebook page as well, right?
We do.
Yes.
It's you can look us up just on the search as Los Angeles Renegade Roller Girls,